Hello, welcome to RAI 3.0, the Future is Intelligent launch event. I'm Beata, the marketing manager at Revenue.AI, and I'm joined here today by our CEO Istvan Cilik and our CTO Paweł Dadura. We are here today broadcasting live from the city of Warsaw to show you our latest updates to our RAI 3.0 platform. But before we dive into the specifics, we will also show you why we do what we do and what is it exactly that our platform does. We will also cover the industries that we cater to and the solutions we provide, followed by our latest announcements of the partnerships. I also encourage you to participate in our event by asking questions and maybe sharing your thoughts in the chat box. And without any further delay, I would like to hand the floor over to Istvan.
Thank you very much, Beata, and thanks again for hosting the event as well. So it's much appreciated.
Yeah, it's my first time, so forgive me.
Yes, absolutely. This is going to be fun. So why we are sitting here, right? And why is Revenue.AI doing whatever Revenue.AI is doing? So our objective is very simple. We started to build a company to revolutionize the pricing and prepare for the various disruptive challenges what the industry brings us, especially in the 2020s and beyond, with all these global disruptions happening, what we were anticipating a little bit in advance. So what we are talking about, right? So the company is 3 years old, and we already have been through COVID. We already have experienced global inflations, lots of shortages on various commodities and similar, right? So actually the environment is getting more and more disrupted. So on top of it, what we realized or what we were anticipating is that the 2020s is going to be also the time when technology is going to be mature enough to become once more disturbed with the introduction of various new technologies like artificial intelligence and other items as well. So this is why we started the whole company. And adding to this one, we wanted to make sure that our customers are able to answer these challenges in a way so that actually they are able to provide the best possible prices for their customers, so our consumers or their consumers, which is also something that is going to become increasingly challenging, especially in a global environment. So what we are aspiring to do, to combine next generation technology and to answer these challenges what we see here in the future. So what are these challenges? Let's have a look at it. So one, like businesses are going to be disrupted by the technology like AI. And this is already something that we are experiencing, right? So like 3 years ago, I needed to talk a lot about what AI is and how it is going to be happening, and people didn't really believe me. Like today, what's happening is like, thanks to ChatGPT and all this push, actually, like everyone is ready and everyone believes the disruption, what is already happening real time as we speak. No 1 week goes by that there is a new technology or there is a new news coming up in this area. Now, pricing and revenue management needs to adapt. So this is also critical because these areas are going to be disrupted as much as any other business in the globe. There is not going to be any disruption. And also people, so culture, and this means capabilities. So the capability growth needs to be adapted as well. So this is another area where we are looking for help. And last but not least, what we see that there is a major gap, and the last one, is that all of these challenges could be resolved, but actually like lots of the technologies are going to become obsolete once again. So this is also one more challenge, right, that is going to be very complicated because like the current technologies, lots of them, what is especially running and companies who are running on various obsolete items are not able to answer fast enough the challenges of the new age. So this is why actually we started to implement our cognitive pricing brain, as we call it. Because the reason why we call it like cognitive pricing brain, because we combine various technologies or various AI technologies together, which we will be explaining later on. Some of them are already familiar, like generative AI is something that it's in the mainstream, let's call it like that. But some of them are not so much in the mainstream, only in enterprises. So simulating various outcomes, making sure that there is a long tail simulation, data unification, data curation, all of these things is what we combine into this vision of having a cognitive pricing brain for the company, providing real-time interactions. So I believe this is where we should be switching, if I am not mistaken, to one of our first partners.
It's an EPP partner. So we have a nice video from Paul, so we will just show it to you.
Hello, my name is Paul van Aerten, President of EPP, Pricing and Revenue Growth Management Platform. As you know, EPP is offering the most relevant network, but also sharing state-of-the-art capability development through our EPP Academy, our EPP events, EPP Prime, and much more. I always emphasize the importance of our strategic partnerships between EPP and the top-tier consultancy and technology partners worldwide to serve the pricing and revenue growth management community. It's through these structural partnerships, as for instance formed today also with Revenue.AI, that our community gets access to the state-of-the-art knowledge and advanced pricing technologies to help them improve their top-line growth and profitability. Pricing technology, as you know, is changing rapidly the pricing and revenue growth management profession. Advanced AI-driven analytics are enabling today a much more data-driven decision-making than we had until today. By partnering with companies like Revenue.AI, the EPP's community of pricing and revenue growth management professions are exposed to the latest technologies, whether it is in supporting decision-making for shelf pricing, mix optimization, price pack architecture, promo optimization or calendar optimization. You can trust on these advanced AI-driven technologies. And that's exactly what EPP is targeting with this new partnership, is to give the community access to these latest technologies. I'm very much looking forward to continue the discussion on AI-driven decision-making, pricing decision-making, and much more topics at the EPP Global Pricing and Revenue Growth Management Forum upcoming in Barcelona on May 9 to 12th of May. So I'm really looking forward to meet you all in Barcelona, and have a nice day.
All right, so thank you very much, Paul. Actually, whoever is listening and who is interested in seeing us together, so we will be in Barcelona in the middle of May and around the 10th, and we will be attending the EPP pricing conference, and I'm super excited to be there together with the EPP team as well. So if you want to meet us face to face, like, that would be a great opportunity to do that. Now, let's continue a little bit more. So one of the areas what we haven't covered, because we jumped ahead, right, is like, who is Revenue.AI at all? So what we need to talk about is like what Revenue.AI does, what is it exactly we started to build. So Revenue.AI.
Okay, so Istvan, let me maybe interrupt you here, right? So usually we were thinking about doing this as a traditional presentation, right? But as we are talking and preaching the cognitive AI brain, right, and generative AI usage, let's maybe try to switch and use our platform to see what Revenue.AI platform has to say and know about Revenue.AI itself. So let me switch then to the platform and start to ask questions, and then I will hand it over to you, Istvan.
All right. So this is real live demo. So what we see here.
Yeah, so as we see here, right, like Murphy laws always work.
Is technology. So we got logged out, now we relog. So now you see that it's a real life demo. And then we wait for the answer. So while Pavel is pulling up the answer for the platform, like what we need to talk about, right, is that Revenue.AI is actually a free-year-door company, work from anywhere. And what we have in the work from anywhere company is that like we target that everyone is working from their own location. We are covering in areas from Kazakhstan until Portugal, and like the team is focusing on making sure that we are also AI first. So when we talk about AI first, this is actually one of the other big disruptions that we introduced into the implementation of the platform and into the working of the company itself. Because what we have here is that the tools and everything what we use is really AI enabled. And this is what we put in front of our customers as well. So with that, the internet connection is back.
Yes, with that, my connection is back, right? We are back connected to the platform, so let's see what the platform has to offer over here.
So what we see here is that no AI platform is going to work without internet. So what did I leave off, right? So the last part what I left off is that actually like it's about our growth. So since our inception, where we are, is that we have grown about 600%, and we have a pretty bright outlook as well on continuing this growth as well, because like thankfully the business and the business demand is coming in from the customers who are looking for these kind of solutions, especially lately. I little bit left off at the AI first part as well, so that's also a very important element. So what we are targeting over there is to make sure that the company is not only building AI, but is using the AI-enabled tools as well for accelerated deployment. This is important because we don't want to work in an environment where the team is working with the classical methodologies. We want to make sure that the various engines what are becoming mainstream right now on the market is also available. So let's move on and let's have a look at what else we can ask from the platform then.
Okay.
Hopefully now it's going to answer.
So let's try to see what kind of industries we play in and what is our coverage from that perspective.
Yay. So now moving on. What we have, as you see coming back from our CoPilot RAI, is that it found all the answers. I will let Pavel explain this part, so I'm not going to go into the details. I will just more focus into the part like where the platform is focusing on. So we focus on FMCG, we focus on commodity trading as our major focus areas, but the platform is covering, and our customer base, which is coming in, covering also retail, pharmaceuticals, manufacturing, and services industries as well. And what is also important is about the capability disruption. So when we talk about capabilities, like this is actually one of the big challenges what we are also making sure that we address. I am not going to go into the details like how we address it. Suffice it to say is that between the people, culture, process areas, we are providing with the use of our platform trainings, with the use of our platform, like change of working processes or change of KPIs, because all of these things need to come in with the implementation of AI tech. With the change of culture, we are making sure that actually the team gets it working embedded. And last but not least, like when we are talking about the tools and the data, that we combine our technology with the customer's technology, so your technology, so that actually they can become easily usable without losing, how do I say it, like track of like the previously built application, and without losing the previous investments either.
I guess since Pavel seems to be so eager to explain more about the technology, so the final question for you. What is cognitive or generative AI in what we do?
Okay, so in order to answer this question, right, let me try to see what kind of the whole product suite Revenue.AI offers. Right, so let's go over there and see what platform has to do. Right, so from that perspective, as you see, the CoPilot has provided significant information about each and every module. Right, but before we jump into it, let me just simply switch to the modules itself. Right, and explain a bit to you what we are doing. So, why I'm excited to sit here, right? Because what we are doing right now is just simply we are providing the first look into the generative AI-enabled revenue growth management platform, which I dare to say that is a first analytics and automation suite that can blend AI with your internal ecosystem and solutions. To provide the capabilities that serve the broad audience working in the pricing and revenue management area. So from that perspective, if we talk about information and the modules that we provide as a solution suite from that perspective, is that first of all, the first module that we offer is the pricing, precision pricing. So from that perspective, this module is being used to optimize the strategy with AI-powered pricing analysis. Second of all, it helps you to drive sales and profits with dynamic pricing recommendations. And on top of that, helps you to maximize revenue with proper pricing segmentation. If we are talking and thinking about the tailored promotion module, it helps to increase customer engagement and loyalty through the customized promotions. Help you to maximize the return on investment with targeted promotions, and also provides the reason to believe for your customers that really what you are providing as a promotional events is serving also their needs. So from that perspective, when we think about the portfolio architecture, on the other hand, the main purpose of this module is to help you design and manage the portfolio of products or services, depending on the industry that you are residing in, to drive revenue growth and achieve strategic objectives that you've put ahead for yourself. So from that perspective, we are implementing the agile revenue growth management processes that continuously help you to adapt and to the changing market conditions, and help you maximize the revenue potential that sits within your customers. From a profitable mix perspective, the module itself allows you to optimize the profit and revenue growth from the perspective of the product mix. And it also uses the analytical capabilities that are both machine learning and AI empowered to help you to identify the most profitable product combinations, and as a result create a customized product mix strategy that can help you to deliver the value proposition to the market that you stand for. So moving on, if we talk about commodity pricing, then commodities pricing help you to work in the industry of the commodities, and from that perspective help you to predict the commodity prices and make sure that both pricing and price optimization from that angle is something what doesn't become another hurdle for your traders, but simply it helps you win over with the markets which is the most volatile in. When we talk about the foundational elements of the platform, which are not tied to like any kind of industry-specific use cases, then I would like to highlight two of them. One is Market 360, unified view, which simply from that perspective helps you to multiple sources of the data unification, and from that angle maximizes data accuracy and consistency. So if you are to gain actionable insights through the unified view, the Revenue.AI platform is the place to go that deploys the AI for making sure that your data is coherent across all the sources. And from that perspective, we ensure that you can get a 360 view of all the market data that you have in your portfolio. Last but not least, something what we've started with is our CoPilot, right? And the CoPilot itself is a AI-powered engine that helps you streamline the revenue management and pricing tasks and improve the efficiency. So from that perspective, the main goal of the CoPilot is to enable organizations. So once we are done with the questions about the Revenue.AI and the product that we offer, let's maybe see what kind of features we are enabling. Okay, so what are the features, right? As you see, there is a plethora of them, right? So let me maybe just go to the bigger screen and try to walk you through each of them separately. So when it comes to the release itself, I would like to focus on a couple of elements. The first one is the fact that simply, as you see on the screen, the platform is a multi-dimensional and multi-layered ecosystem. So from that perspective, everything starts with the data ingestion and enrichment zone, then it goes through the data cleaning and unification to the modeling engine, and ends up with intelligent alerts and cognitive insights. So from that perspective, the release itself represents a comprehensive suite of the tools that are designed to enhance the efficiency and effectiveness of all the activities that you are taking in the pricing and revenue management space. So if we were to talk a bit about what exactly it is, right? So if you think about the CoPilot, right? The CoPilot itself is an assistant that helps you with the real-time search. It provides you suggestions and allows you to streamline pricing and revenue management workflows through recommendations. So simply from that perspective, it provides an ease for your day-to-day life in the revenue management and pricing space. If we talk about the self-service, I will be talking in the later part about self-service from like a configuration perspective, but from a business perspective, it's also important to know that self-service from that angle allows people to quickly access the data and perform analysis without the need of involving IT departments or deep analytical hurdles working within the guts of organization. Cognitive search, from the other hand, helps you to organize efficient and intuitive search across a vast majority of the data sources. So from that perspective, you can quickly find information and get the insights with the usage of natural language processing modules that we are deploying within Revenue.AI. Dashboard Studio, on the other hand, provides you customization capabilities. So you have a central location which you can use for driving the data visualization, and as a result you can have a dashboards that help you monitor and analyze your key metrics in a way that the best represents the way how you are looking at the business. On the other hand, the BI mesh, or the cognitive BI mesh as we call it, is another layer of interoperability. So Istvan was mentioning before that the current solution suite that is designed and developed over several years is becoming obsolete with the introduction of the technologies like ChatGPT, the ones that are provided by GCP and by Meta. So from that perspective, what we are doing, we are ensuring that you can still make a use of it and have additional time to cover the gap and switch into the new breed of the solutions that is coming to the market. So simply the mesh helps you and allows you to connect all the existing solutions that you develop in-house from a BI perspective and still leverage it to provide the business insights, set up alerts on them, and have a smooth transition into the new era of AI-powered cognitive and generative ecosystem. So two additional ones, the newsletters and the democratization of the knowledge. Those two features help you to, first of all, gather the information and generate the information flows that the users can have and use across the ecosystem. So when you think about the newsletters, you can easily distribute through the use of generative AI the information and summaries of the recent business events in order to get the additional traction coming from the business. On top of that, the knowledge democratization helps you with the use of the CoPilot and the newsletter functionalities to share and disseminate the information across the organization. And as a result, your employees are always empowered with the most up-to-date information to take the decisions and drive business actions. Last but not least, cross-platform collaboration. Right? The solution itself, as you've seen, is operating on the internet browser ecosystem, but it can easily be integrated with your existing solutions and collaborative platform that you use. Namely speaking about the Microsoft Teams, WhatsApp, and similar. So from that perspective, for us, there is no difference in what ecosystem you operate. We can always make sure that the employees are empowered with the insights when they need it and where they need it. Finally, if we talk about the data monitoring, so the data ingestion layer, it is maybe not that sexy. But from a perspective of the business decision making, it's critically important to make sure that whatever you are doing, you are basing your information and decisions based on the accurate data. And our alerting engine paired up with AI data monitoring helps you to achieve that.
So why don't we show it?
Okay, so with this one, let's switch to the live demo so that you will see in action how those features work.
Hello, my name is Attila and I'm a product owner at Revenue.AI. Today, I will show you how brand managers can accelerate their promo management decisions and find the best promotion opportunities with the help of the Revenue.AI ecosystem, including our analytical platform and our RAI CoPilot that can be integrated into your collaboration tools such as Microsoft Teams and is also fully integratable to internal corporate ecosystems. So what's my challenge? As a new joiner brand manager within the Anand Milk Union company, I am responsible for the milk chocolate category. One of my first tasks is to try and figure out if we can grow one or two smaller brands because our company has determined there is no more growth opportunity for our flagship brand. So we are looking to increase smaller brands to save money on innovation. In addition to getting an understanding of descriptive statistics of the past, I'm also expecting AI-based recommendations about my promotion details that I should run this year, including simulated base and incremental sales and expected returns on my investment. Previously, this was a multi-week, even month-long exercise, but now with the Revenue.AI tools, I can plan and manage my portfolio's promotion details in a single day. Let me walk you through this journey. I am starting today looking at my CoPilot integrated in Microsoft Teams, wanting to get information about the promotional performance in my category, which is milk chocolate. I am not sure how I should ask something or what exactly is that I'm looking for, so I ask for help. With this, the CoPilot is giving me some basic intent examples of what it can help with. I'm still unsure about how to get started, so I ask for the available reports. This gives me a long list of available reports at my disposal, and I especially like this function because I don't need to deal with trying to find reports in various reporting systems. My RAI CoPilot shows me all the available reports that I have access to. They can come from Power BI or data science team or the RAI platform itself. I will start with overview as I want to assess the situation. I want to see how aggressive promotion is in my categories and which company are in my main competition. To make sure that I fully understand what I'm seeing, I will ask to see my default filters. This is a place where any user can easily configure their own scope, whether they are dealing with specific retailers or categories, to make sure that their analyses are focused on the right items. I can confirm that my selection is what I need, so I'm opening this chart up in large and also for a deeper dive in the platform. I can learn from this visualization that I'm already a heavy promoter in the milk chocolate category, and Dalgoma chocolate is my primary competitor, but I've been doing a good job in the last 5 quarters. I learned from my manager that last year they kept smaller brands on promo every other week, So let's try and figure out with the use of AI engine if we can get better results. I'll focus on figuring out how to grow smaller brands and significantly optimize promo intensity. For a deeper dive, I'm continuing my analysis on the Revenue.AI platform. Now, as we landed on the promotion module, I can see that my preferred filters have been passed from the CoPilot to the Revenue.AI platform, and I can into understanding on a deeper level how manufacturers compare in weighted investments versus incremental units gained out of them over time. I can see that outside of my company, which is an admin union, Daguba Chocolate is my primary competitor, and they have been getting better incremental results over the past few quarters. So I need to be smarter with my promo strategy. After assessing the charts in detail, I'm wondering which distribution channel is where the promotions are generally effective so that I can optimize my promotional spending for the right places. My RAI CoPilot is available in the cognitive search bar, and I can easily navigate the platform using keywords even if I don't know what exactly I'm looking for. When I click on the search bar, I can see the last questions that I asked. I'm typing channel milk chocolate, and my CoPilot is immediately giving me a variety of options that I can choose from. I'm selecting one of the options with my company's name, and I'm instantly getting a report populated about promo channel performance. I can see that Deposito is the biggest channel, but Asa is also can help me gaining incremental units. I'm able to use this information for optimizing the promo investments, and the Revenue.AI tool will also take these as inputs for its optimization engine. After this, I want to understand how my brands have been performing by promotional effectiveness. With the help of using the search bar, I can add a couple of keywords and quickly offer multiple options. This report will help me understand my brand portfolio. I can see that Amul Chocolate is our flagship brand that's giving me bulk of the sales, but also some of the smaller brands have been performing really well when it comes to promo efficiency. So this will be the one that I'll be looking to leverage today. Let's see if I can quickly get an optimization advice from the tool. For this, I'm asking the CoPilot to navigate me in my journey. First, I want to optimize by promotion length. This promo optimization tool is using AI to help me understand where I have the most chance to gain incremental volume for my brand. Out of the thousands of scenarios generated, the tool presents me with the potentially most impactful promotional opportunities for my scope. Previously, I've not even thought of approaching this exercise as I had no time to go through the thousands of SKUs in my portfolio and manually see where I can get the most impact based on seasonality and consumption trends. Having all the labor-intensive part done by an engine allows me to focus on making the right business decisions and driving them to implementation so my contribution towards company goals becomes immediately visible. The engine proposed a few high potential products with the highest simulated uplift. I'm receiving the recommended timeline to get the most incremental value and units, but to be fully confident with the decision I'm about to make, I want to understand the potential P&L implication of my decision. So I'm opening up the best execution P&L impact, where I'm presented with an exhaustive list of KPIs that are incorporating my profitability numbers, and I'm able to project them based on expected sales in my future promo calendar. Since this action includes a temporary price reduction, I want to go back to talking to the CoPilot to see how these SKUs have been performing based on their discount tiers. But I don't need to leave the portal. I can do these through the cognitive search bar. What I see here is that the CoPilot offers me to investigate business scenarios as I was doing before, provide me insights and instant answers, or I can go separately and look at the accumulated knowledge bases as well. I'm opting to ask RAI, and I can get a window open with my question where I can provide more detail on what I want. I will provide the brand, and I'm selecting one of the SKUs that I have in my promotion plan. I'm getting back a visualization that I will open in large. Seeing this, I realize that using a higher discount here will likely result in gaining incremental units. I also want to make sure that my planned actions are aligned with the company's pricing playbook. So I'm searching for a pricing playbook, and I'm opening up a document in a shared space that I can review. With this information, one of the last steps that I'd like to take is to check how these plans would fit into my promo budget. So I'm searching to optimize by budget, selecting the one for my company. Now this functionality takes into account the projected cost of promotions based on my combined sellout data and P&L history. Now I have 10K as a budget, but only want to use half of it for now. I'm requesting the plan that requires no more than 2 consecutive weeks on promotions, at least a couple weeks gap between them, and no more than 5 times within the year. These inputs are flexible for the user to play around with. And I can see the AI recommended execution and timing of the promotions where I have the highest potential of gaining incremental value. As a result, I've managed to get almost 2K of incremental value on many promotion weeks and also reduced promo frequency by 50%. With this desired result, I'm confident we can grow the smaller brand value without increasing promo intensity. In order to have a fully fledged promotional calendar, I'm shifting over to the P&L impact page. I will download a report with all the details so that I can give this to my key account managers for them to review and then start alignment with our buyers.
This was great. So let's have a look at some other angles as well. So now we have looked at the promotion part, right? Let's see capability growth and pricing from one of our other colleagues and consultants, Asli, who will explain us how this area is going to work.
Hello, my name is Aslı and I work as a consultant for revenue management at Revenue.AI. Today, I would like to demonstrate how Revenue.AI support is client in developing their pricing strategies. As you may be aware, setting strategic prices at the right time and the right place is essential for the growth. However, it has become increasingly difficult to respond quickly to the rapidly changing economic landscape. Countries are struggling with the high inflation and costs, while they are trying to adapt to new customer behaviors. In some cases, companies need to adjust their prices on a monthly or even weekly basis. Without automation and AI-based predictive capabilities, they are risking missing out on growth opportunities in the market. Another issue we have observed in revenue growth management capabilities. Although large FMCG companies have started investing in building these capabilities, they still have a long way to go. In today's demonstration, I will assume the role of a revenue manager at a big food company and illustrate how RAI automates the price setting process by building capabilities. Let's dive into the details. The latest revenue targets have been uploaded to our collaboration portal by my commercial director. And as you can see, our CoPilot promptly informs me that these are the new targets through an alert. Given the revenue gap that we experienced in Q1, I need to run pricing scenarios to achieve our new growth targets. Before commencing any analysis, I will also share this new instruction with my colleague so that she can check our promo plan based on these new targets too. And I'm opening the new instructions. As you can see, for the biggest two channels, they are SA and the Deposito, we have new revenue growth rates for each category level. Upon reviewing the new instruction, I will access the Revenue.AI platform pricing module and navigate to the simulation tower. The simulation towers offer several types of simulators. such as Price Change Simulator, which allows me to run various pricing changes and review their outcomes by myself. Additionally, we have also Margin Maximizer Simulator, enables me to simulate the best case scenarios to maximize our own profitability. And finally, I have the Revenue Target-Based Simulator, which I will be using today to run simulation to point out the best price scenarios to reach out the revenue growth targets. After opening Revenue Target-Based Simulator, I'm starting selecting my filters. First, I'm selecting Acai channel, and for the category, I'm selecting cereal category, and for the all brands and the products, I'm selecting the all, and for the period, I'm selecting April, and I'm running the simulation. For each product under this category, simulator calculates volume changes and the price changes to reach the revenue target in the first step. And as you can see, for each product, I can check what will be the price change and what will be the volume impact of this price change to reach the revenue growth target. On the right graph, I can also check the current and versus the simulated price levels on SKU level. On the second tab, I'm checking volume and the value outputs of these price changes on product level, which also allows me to exclude some products in that category to exclude negatively impacted parts. So I can also decide here which products that I should increase the price or which products that I shouldn't. And I'm also changing the revenue target from 5 to 6 on the bar left and checking the result of this target too once more. If I want to review full P&L impact of this scenario, I can look at the product level, each level P&L line impacts too, with some variance analysis. As you can see, I can check the gross margin impact, I can check the cost changes, I can check the volume and the value changes as well. As a final step, I'm also checking the profitability impact of these changes to make sure we have a good plan for the profitability too. As you all know, profitability is also important when we are setting new prices. To save this scenario, I'm clicking on top star for bookmarking and saving this scenario to be able to share with my commercial director. Since I'm running pricing simulation, I also want to check the RGM knowledge base center that Revenue.AI has, and it's also synced up with our SharePoint and with our platform. So as you can see, quickly I'm just using the search part and I'm checking for the latest pricing playbook. And I'm opening the playbook, and in the playbook, I'm finding the target-based brand pricing and checking what should I do when I'm setting the new prices for brands. As you can see, I need to check the key questions, I need to check the key outputs, I need to check the key analysis, and as you can see, it's fitting with my own scenarios. Additionally, if I would like to understand the pricing glossary, and if I would like to understand the Revenue.AI platform better, I can also check glossary pricing part and learn and train myself through this knowledge base as well. Finally, I can also check how Revenue.AI is calculating their pricing elasticities, how they are applying regression models to expand my RGM revenue capabilities as well. As you can see, while I'm running pricing scenarios, I can also ask my CoPilot through one click any RGM knowledge document or any type of informations. I'm opening back the platform and running an if scenario for the second category that we have, which is caramel category. And I'm also checking the outputs for this scenario too. After checking the outputs, I'm also saving this scenario through bookmarking as well. So as you can see, I can save different type of scenarios in one place. After finalizing pricing scenarios, I'm sharing bookmarks with my commercial director and my team members for their review. Without running anything, they can just open the scenarios by just one click. And they can review it and they can approve it. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Asli. And before we jump to another demo, I think that it's a good place to mention our second partnership. So Istvan, if you could just share some more information about it.
Absolutely. So I am very excited to talk about Bar Chart as well, who is a company we have signed up a partnership for to to be able to provide to our clients commodities data from various stock exchanges. So this is a very recent development as well, and we do believe that the partnership with Barchart will provide very interesting insights to all of our customers from the various areas across, looking into the details of like standard commodities or energy and similar. So let's hear about Todd, what he thinks about this whole partnership as well.
Barchart is a leading market data and services provider to the global financial, media, and commodity industries. Our diversified client base trusts Barchart's innovative solutions across data, software, and technology to power their operation from front to back office. Our media brands enable financial and commodity professionals to make decisions through web content, news, and publications. We serve many clients, including commodity traders, financial institutions, media companies, and governmental agencies. We're excited to partner with Revenue.AI, a cognitive AI-driven pricing platform for commodities trading. By collaborating with Revenue.AI, we can leverage their cutting-edge technology and expertise to enhance the level of service we provide to our clients. Through Revenue.AI's platform and AI assistant Zeta, our clients can now access Barchart's market data solutions within their commodity trading platform, providing real-time market data insights and analytics. This partnership enables us to participate in AI-powered market analysis tools and expand our reach into the commodities trading industry. Using Revenue.AI's cognitive AI platform to help minimize risk and to maintain pricing control in their trading journey. This partnership enhances the level of service we provide to our clients and enables us to bring them the best in trading technology and market intelligence.
Thank you very much, Todd. So now let's see how it works actually. So I would like to ask you, Liana, to help us to introduce the latest development, the commodity trading and commodity pricing module, because this is something where I have been very much looking forward to show how commodities work.
Hello and welcome to Revenue.AI. I'm Liana, product owner of commodity trading products of Revenue.AI platform. We set on a mission to create a product that addresses traders, middle office managers or risk managers' struggles in collecting and producing accurate data for their P&L and KPI to mitigate risk and to be able to run analytics on official and internal prices. I'm thrilled today to show you the main features and modules of our commodity trading platform and Zeta, our commodity expert virtual assistant, that are designed to tackle these challenges so you can get started using them quickly and easily. Let's say you are responsible for the future instrument flat prices coming from NYMEX. First, you have to get familiar with the data. The catalog is meant for this. You'll see that the RAI platform is structured and the underlying items can be found by searching criteria, the metadata that enriches every price curve. The system is structuring price data based on related master data. This master data allows us to do good quality checks, analytics, and reporting. Now that you get familiar with the platform, let's use a price quality module to explore. First, you can configure for the future category the test case. Let's say low is the lowest observation. Then you have to define the prices against the low price that you want to compare. Settle, close, high, low, or you can go with other settings. But what it is truly powerful is the ability to schedule a job that runs daily in the morning. As a risk officer, it is essential to have access to accurate and up-to-date information on commodity prices to identify and assess potential risk to develop effective risk management strategies. Now, based on your schedule that you set up here, defining the frequency, the hour, and the email where you want to be notified, the notification will come once an error has been identified, by mail or by Zeta in Teams if this has been predefined. Also, an output report regarding the commodity price outlier is available, where you can see the number of curves that has been checked, the number of errors that have been identified, the number of skips. In error tables, you can see the underlying with the respective error message. In addition, it provides visualizations to easily see trends and patterns in your data, to quickly identify any price outliers and take actions to minimize risks. Now, having clean peak prices, with price analytics, you can access detailed market data and gain valuable insights into prices, trends, and fluctuations. Let me show you how. First, you identify your instrument. Then, you can do your analysis settings. You can choose from a variety of data points, including historical prices or future maturities. Once you've set your parameters, the visual will be generated and you can gain insights, compare different commodities or market trends and opportunities. Beside the main modules, the platform has few features. One is to bookmark some dashboards that you want to revisit later. Or another feature, it is this tiny search bar where you can find internal or external resources from SharePoint, Confluence, Tableau reports, or Power BI. I'm opening Zeta Guide. This is a SharePoint file located in my SharePoint project, and here I can see a lot of information about how to use Zeta and what are her capabilities, like alerts, query prices, recommendation. Zita just introduced herself. She sent me an alert. It is about a price outlier detection. Zita makes commodity trading easier and more efficient than ever before. Zita can help you query prices, helping you make data-driven decisions. Let's ask her to show us the current price of crude oil. And what she will do, she will come with recommendations. She basically will retrieve the benchmark curves from where I select ICE Brent. For this particular instrument, I will see a visual that she will retrieve. I can see data for the next 12 maturities, or I can ask for historical price of the crude oil. On the same way, she will come with a recommendation, a list of underlying from where I can select one. I select ICE Brent. But because I ask about historical price, for sure she will ask me to provide the date. I provide the date that I am interested in, and I'm waiting for her to find the prices that I'm interested in. Once she retrieved the visual, I can enlarge to see the details, or if I'm going back, I can use the button Go to Power BI to open a dashboard to see more details about the underlying that I asked information about. That's it for my quick tour of Revenue.AI portal and Zeta Intelligent Assistant. I hope this video has given you a good idea of how Revenue.AI helps make smarter decisions and with no risks. Thanks for watching and happy trading.
Thank you, Liana. So we've just seen a couple of examples of the generative and cognitive AI capabilities, but as you may know, right, all the data that is required needs to come from the sources that you can trust, right? So from that perspective, none of cognitive or generative AI capabilities would be possible without the access to the right data. And from that perspective, what Revenue.AI utilizes is different sets of internal, external, and self-learning data. I will not talk about them in thorough details, but ultimately, what is the most important thing is that apart from the data that you have inside your company, we enrich it with the external data that is coming from outside sources, and we are utilizing also, depending on the industry, self-learning data that is coming from the user interaction with the platform, so that ultimately you can use it to drive the best use of the insights for your company. Apart from that, when we think about what is needed in order to get the platform up and running, there are two different elements that I would like to just highlight briefly. One of them, apart from the data availability and utilization of the data, is self-service. And what I want to mention about it is our ability to provide a platform with the capabilities that can be utilized by your internal teams. which means that simply you can use your own data sources with it, you can work with the Dartboard Studio, and also you can customize the algorithms and insights that are coming from the platform, as well as alerts to make your business process fully covered in one place. On top of that, we provide a transformational consulting services, which can be used to help you jumpstart the journey, and from that perspective give you the competitive advantage over the companies that you compete with on the market. So having said that, I think that we can move now to Beata and try to close the live event.
I think that, so thank you for showing the demo and the explanations of everything. I think it's pretty impressive what you have shown here. And I don't think that it's still unclear for the people why they need RAI 3.0. The only thing that remains is the question, how much is it going to cost? So maybe István, you can tell us something more about it.
Yes, so actually one of the things what we wanted to make sure that at least there is some clarity on the range, because one of the areas that people were asking, right, is like these kind of AI technologies, how much do they cost, or how much is this going to be the price of a spaceship or not? So like this newest release, we were actually able to provide a very great consolidated cost, which ranges from $5,000 a month for the essential package, and the more expensive areas or the more extended areas is like if someone is subscribing for a year, it's like from $50,000 to $200,000 a year, and that covers multiple regions. That also covers the data cleaning and data curation engine. That also covers the self-service engine. So it's completely within the range of a bigger enterprise. So no matter if we are talking about a company who is operating in global scale, or if we are talking about someone who is entertaining the idea to start up a disruptive AI transformation in a given country, right? There is a possibility to work with these price ranges. That's what we see. And this is actually one of the parts which I am very excited about, because I believe this is going to be also helping a lot of companies to adapt and make sure that actually Revenue.AI becomes the generative pricing and revenue management platform what we were aspiring to do.
So with this, I think this is pretty much everything that we wanted to show you today. And here, maybe from this place, I would like to thank István and Pavel, of course, and all of our Revenue.AI team, and for your hard work to bring the RAI 3.0 platform to life. Yes, and also a special thanks to our partners for your support. And we hope that we provided you with a better understanding of our vision and the solutions that we provide. If you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to ask them in the chat box. We'll be answering them now, or maybe shortly after our broadcasting. So once again, thank you for attending.